What's up? It's Trent Henderson. Divine powers are always working for us because we doing right. I'm making this video right here because I know it's a lot of people that's watching this video that are not in the Matrix. But I know that there's a lot of people who that's probably still stuck in the Matrix. We about to talk about all that, discuss all that in this video. First things first, this is what I wanted to tell you though, like, man, if you ain't in the Matrix, if you ain't still stuck in the Matrix, man, consider yourself very, very blessed. All right. The Matrix is really real. Okay. It ain't just that movie that came out where y'all seen Neo, he took the, the red pill or whatever. And then he went into a different world. That's real. That stuff is real that they be putting in these movies is real. I mean, back when I watched the Matrix movie, I didn't think it was real, but I knew it was some truth to it. It was something profound about that movie that made me think like, damn, my whole life ain't really like this. All to find out it really is like that. In this world, man, there are two different worlds. They don't tell you about this when you growing up or in school or that like that. But in all actuality, there are two different worlds in this life that you can live, okay, while you are living, okay? You can either be in the Matrix or you could be out of the Matrix, okay? Like I said, I'm gonna describe both of them worlds in this video. This gonna be a real interesting video because what I'm about to drop is some diamonds. I'm about to drop some diamonds. Some of y'all gonna be like giving this video thumbs up because y'all know what I'm saying is the truth, all right? But yeah, I'm about to tell y'all six shocking things that will happen, okay, after, awakening from the Matrix, okay? Some of this stuff that I'm gonna explain, y'all done experience right after y'all awakening, okay? If you ain't experienced this yet, you're gonna experience it, all right? But I think I'm gonna go outside and make this video just so I can have that fresh air. I'm in the house and shit, it's a relaxation day, man. It's hot outside, about 110 degrees. But look, I'm gonna show y'all an example of Matrix. I'm gonna show y'all an example of that one world called the Matrix. Look, I used to live there. Look.
Passing 5 million reported cases of COVID-19. Here in Sturgis, South Dakota, the small city of 7,000 is hosting the largest motorcycle rally in the world. Possibly becoming one of the biggest public gatherings since the pandemic picked up in March. Hundreds of thousands are expected to roll through during the 10-day rally. Masks are encouraged but not required, keeping with state guidelines.
Encouraged but ain't required.
We provided them all with masks. And
put your mask on.
Some of them don't.
Fear for your life.
Safety measures by
5 million
services
cases.
While adding hand sanitizing stations.
Oh, look,
each night,
got some sanitizer to go with it. And I ain't even gonna talk about how bad and how much chemicals hand sanitizer got in it. But that's another story for another video. But anyway, listen, I'm about to tell y'all six shocking things that's gonna happen after you awaken from the Matrix, man. All right, let me get this camera set up right here real quick because I'm about to talk to y'all about some real stuff. Okay, listen. All right, back to what I was saying, man. Being stuck in the Matrix is like it's the real world. It's the AKA real world. Okay, it's just like the movie The Matrix that Neo was in. Okay, y'all see what he was doing. He was working in his cubicle every day. Miserable life. He wanted to change, didn't know what to do, didn't know who he was. That's the Matrix life. It's like that's what they program you to do as soon as you're born. Go to school, learn what they teach you, listen to what they say is true, go to college, get you a degree, get out of college. Next thing you know, you working for me. All to think that you was gonna be financially free when you graduated college, but no, you gotta go work for somebody else because it's the Matrix programming. All right. But if you're not in that world no more, you will realize that world, it doesn't even really exist, not unless you allow it to exist because you are brainwashed. Okay, you have submitted to what you say, what you think that is true, that they say is true. Okay, so one of the first signs that what happened after you awaken from the Matrix, man, is you will realize how much you was brainwashed. Okay. Still to this day, man, I know it's a lot of things about me that I have yet to make better. But I know it's a part of the brainwashing, the programming that I had experienced growing up. You know, everything that I saw on the media, everything that I saw in movies, all of that stuff created a mindset for me today, okay? And sometimes I can notice the brainwashing because I'll do things that I know I don't want to do, but I'm doing it only because that's all I was ever taught to do. You see what I'm saying? So, you know, once you awaken from the matrix, man, you just realize like how brainwashed you was, and you will like see yourself do things, like literally you'll hear yourself say things and you'll say, damn, that used to be me. That's not me no more. Like, why did I even say that? Like, damn, that's the old me. Like, damn, I'm brainwashed. You know what I mean? You'll recognize when you say things like, oh, that costs too much, man. That's expensive. But see, it's really not expensive. That's because you just can't afford it right now. You've been brainwashed to believe that since something costs at a much higher price than what you normally buy, then that's considered expensive. You can't, that's not for you. That's for rich people. See, that's brainwashing, okay? And so, you know, one of the first shocking things that will happen, man, you'll just notice how brainwashed you used to be, you know, in your new mindset, okay? And so it's just like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like when Morpheus said, hey, Neo, you want to take the blue pill, go back to your regular life, go back to the real world where you're in this cubicle, you're working for somebody, you know, you're coming home, eating your spaghetti, microwave spaghetti, and you're watching television and you're going to sleep and doing it all over again. Do you want to live that life again? Take the blue pill. Or do you want to take the red pill to where you realize that you are creating your own reality with your thoughts, okay? You don't even know who your own potential, who you really supposed to be. You don't even know who you really truly are. But it's just like Neo in the movie. Morpheus had to show Neo, bro, you don't even know who you are. You don't even know the power that you have. Once he started tapping into his power, he started to break that matrix mindset, and he started to tap into his truest, highest potential. And he realized that fear is also an illusion. False evidence appearing real. He was stopping bullets and shit. That's the real thing that is going on when you are not in the matrix anymore. Okay, you're not a slave to programming no more. Okay, so another shocking thing that you're gonna recognize when you awaken in front of the matrix is you're gonna recognize everybody in the whole world who's still stuck in the matrix. I mean, you're going to go outside literally, and you're going to be just looking at people and looking at their behavior and listen to what they're talking about. And you're going to just automatically know that they still stuck in the matrix. Okay. And this could be people that's even close to you, like your brother, your family members, your mama, your daddy. Like, you're going to be in conversations with some of your closest loved ones, and you're going to just be listening out the side of your neck. Like, that shit going to be going through your right ear, out your left ear, because you're going to be like, damn, that shit don't even apply to me no more. But they really engrossed in it. Like, they want you to start believing what they think is true and all this because they still in the matrix, bro. You know what I mean? It's some people who stuck in the matrix and they know all about the matrix, but they still can't get out. That's why I said, like, at the beginning of the video, like, if you awaken, man, you are blessed. Okay, you better thank the gods on Mount Olympus, Zeus and all them, man, because it's a blessing for anybody to be awakened and who can really see with their third eye open, like what the real world, it really truly is. Okay, the spiritual world is the real world. You know what I mean? Because we spiritual beings having a human experience. So you're going to notice, man, you're going to notice people around you who still in the matrix. It don't matter what their status is. It don't matter if they're a boss or CEO. It don't matter if they rich, broke, or poor. It don't matter if they're a bum on the streets. A bum on the streets can be awakened, but you can still see that he's still stuck in the matrix. See, it ain't even no color to this. You don't even got to be certain colors or none of that. It don't apply to the matrix programming, okay? It ain't being a slave no more, like picking cotton, like black versus white, nothing like that. No. This whole matrix, this whole slave thing, it's in your mind. People are not physically enslaving people no more, okay? It's 2020, the future. Star Trek. People ain't doing that no more. That is too obvious. We got to do it a better way. Let's program them subconsciously in their mind through brain programming, where we know they will be working for us all their life. And they don't even know what's doing it to them because that's how they're stuck in the matrix. Some people is, bro. Okay? So you're going to notice, man, you're going to notice a lot of people, man, who still stuck in the matrix, man. It's going to be people that you encounter, friends. It's going to be dates that you go on with your new supposed to be boyfriend, you're gonna notice how sleepy he is. Like, you might think he was fly on the pictures and his Instagram and shit. Like, he looked like he was about that life. He looked like he was about that life, but he sleep. When you finally talk to him, you realize he sleep. And that's just anybody. It could be anybody. So you got to deal with them. Like, when people that's still stuck in the matrix, man, like, you got to be able to deal with them without not letting their opinions and their beliefs and what they view about the world, which is mostly wrong, get to you. You got to be able to stay in your boat, okay? You got to keep in mind, you free. You free from dogma. You free from religion. You free from he say, she say. You free from Democrat, Republican. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, you free from black versus white. Man, you free from, like, who rich is living a better life than we is. No, they ain't. You still in the matrix. Okay, so another shocking thing that will happen after you awaken from the matrix, man, you'll be motivated to live a totally new life. Like, you'll be motivated to just live I don't know what that life could be, okay, for you. It could be a person being a personal trainer, okay. It could be a life of, like my life. I get inspired to teach. I wanted to start teaching people things when I became awakening from the matrix. When I was awakening from the matrix, I just wanted to tell people everything that I had now know. You know what I mean? Things that I know now, I wanted to tell the world. And that's what I'm doing today, you know? So you will want to live a new life for no reason. Some of y'all might want to relocate and go to a different place, man. Some of y'all want to move out where you staying at. You just want to get out. You just want to do something on your own when you're awakening from the matrix. Like, you just want to just live a totally new life, and you'll do anything to make that life come to an existence, okay? So that's another thing that will happen. Number four. A fourth shocking thing that will happen, like, after you begin to awaken from the matrix, man, you begin to not have no fear, okay? You begin to not care what people think about you. You don't care if people staring at you, people looking at you. You don't care if people talking about you. You just literally become so confident in yourself because you know the truth. It's just like, it's like you don't even care what people say because you already know what they say it can never get to you, not unless you allow what somebody says to get to you. Okay, so I remember before I awakened, man, I used to be scared to do everything. Like, I used to be scared of what people think, man. I used to be scared of, walking out to the cafeteria because of what I was wearing. You know, I was afraid of, I used to think, like, man, what if they think that I'm lame? You know, I used to literally try to create assumptions for people that I didn't even know what they were really thinking, but I was thinking what they was thinking in my mind, putting it on myself, okay? Because I was in the matrix, you know what I mean? I was always worried about fearing things and, worried about my life being at risk and stuff like that and how much money I spend and will I have enough left? I was stuck in the matrix, okay? But that's a shocking thing that you're gonna experience after awakening from the matrix, man. You just begin to be fearless. Decision makings, you just begin to just choose. I want that. That's what I want. Oh, well, if it ain't for me, it's for me. Whatever, who cares? All right. You become very aware of everything that's going on around you. Like, you just hear everything. You know what I mean? You're in tune, you're in sync with your higher self. So it's like you just, you're aware of and conscious of everything. Okay. And it also leads to being a risk taker. You become a risk taker after you awaken. You just know that whatever you do, it's going to happen for your own good, because it's just like you start to realize the universe is for you, not against you. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything you do is golden. Okay, you can never go wrong. You know what I mean? Once you awaken from the matrix, you realize every decision that you ever made, whether good or bad, it all turned out for your good. Okay, and you realize that, after you awaken from the matrix, man, you just become like fearless. Okay, you don't really worry about things that most people worried about. You just be like, okay, whatever. Well, I'm gonna be all right. And people don't understand that. They don't understand how you so confident and you think everything is gonna be like so handy dandy and choice A is gonna always be right. People that's in the matrix, they can't understand that, because the only thing they really see around them is fear, false evidence appearing real. Okay, so they would want to acknowledge that fear before they take any risk that they need to take. Okay. A fifth shocking thing that you will notice, like, after you start to awaken from the matrix, is like, you'll notice that, like, you are manifesting everything that comes into your life. All right. Now that your eyes is open, it's like you know how you creating your life. Like you know why certain people come into your life, why certain things are allowed to happen in your life. You notice why things went bad and why it didn't go right for you, why this person just left you hanging out to dry, they didn't come pick you up. You'll start to, versus getting mad and upset with everything, you know what I mean, like you once upon a time used to do. Now you just respond. You don't react, you just respond, and you respond, you know, by knowing that you are manifesting everything based on what you say, based on how you feel, based on how you think. You will realize the very world around you, you are manifesting everything into it, okay? People that are still stuck in the matrix, they think the world is happening to them. They don't think that the world is happening for them and things are manifesting for them. They think that everything is happening to them, against them, okay? So that they can live a bad life, okay? That's how they think, because they still in the matrix. The matrix wants you to think that. The matrix wants you to think you are going backwards. You are always failing. Everything's out to get you. You need to fear death. You need to be scared. The matrix wants you to be in fear at all times, okay? That's how the matrix thrives, all right? And so you will begin to notice things manifesting in your life. Like you will begin to notice, like, oh, I got this because I talked about it last week. That's why it manifested this week. Man, I was talking about how I was going to get more healthier by drinking more water. And it's funny because this truck was coming down the street today. And he was just giving out like 24 cases of water. Damn, you just manifested that. But see, if you was asleep, you would have been like, who giving out that free water? That no, I don't want to take that. It might be contaminated. They probably doing something to that water that they're giving out to everybody. You see the fear in the mind of a person that's stuck in the matrix versus a person that ain't. He noticed that shit. I was talking about this last week, how I'm going to make my diet more healthier by drinking water. So it manifested the next week by some random person coming down the street just giving out 24 cases of water. Sealed. Plastic still on them. So, I mean, you just, when you're not in the matrix, you have fearlessness, okay? And you notice everything manifested, all right? Last but not least, number 6. You know how I turned on the TV in there earlier? Well, that's another thing that you will notice after you awaken from the matrix. You don't even give a damn what they talking about in the matrix no more, all right? Just this recently, the matrix caught everybody's attention with some shit that really everybody had to pay attention to because it was worldwide. Okay, before that, a lot of people wasn't paying attention to the Matrix. So the Matrix will always use some type of fear to get everybody's attention back on the Matrix. You see what I'm saying? And if you ain't careful, you will let that fear take you right back to who you used to be, and then you'll never be here with you and me. You know what I'm saying? Like you'll never like be able to begin to co-create your reality as a starseed. Like I'm co-creating everything right now. Why? Because I don't have to give my attention to what the fuck the news is saying. Like I don't have to listen to what they say is true. Shit, I ain't even over there. How the hell I know that's the real facts? But see, most people believe like, oh, they the news, they know everything. We've been programmed to believe that the news know every damn thing. They don't. They don't got nothing positive to say. The shit is always negative. Always what's going wrong, always what went bad. It's toxic, okay? And so once you awaken from the matrix, man, you begin to not even care about global issues because you'll know that half of this shit don't even apply to you. It don't even really apply to you. They telling you about things that's going on that have nothing to do with you. You know, but once again, all this stuff can be fed to you. If you choose to eat of it, then you will bear fruit of that same information that you are taking in. Your life will reflect the same information that you're taking in. So the question is, would you take the red pill or, and go and live your best life like I'm living, co-creating your whole life, realizing that fear is just false evidence appearing real, all them agents and shit chasing you, they ain't really people chasing you, ain't nothing after you. It's what you've been led to believe, that the world is against you, and that you're not great, okay? You can't be the chosen one, but you are the chosen one, all right? So if this video resonated with you, give it a thumbs up, speak up, let your voice be heard, leave a comment below if you ain't still in the matrix. Only people that's out of the matrix can comment below. If you are still in the matrix and you want to know how to get out the matrix, all right? Listen. I got something very, very inexpensive that you can purchase from me, okay? It's called my Matrix Doctrine. My Matrix Doctrine, okay? You get in contact with me, TrennisHenderson@gmail.com. If you want to be unstuck from the Matrix and you think that you're still in the Matrix and you want to start living the chosen one lifestyle, like a star seed, like Neo. You start being the truth. You start to attract money, all kind of stuff. Get in contact with me, TrentusHenderson@gmail.com, and you can purchase my Matrix Doctrine only if you are serious and you really want to make this change. All right. So with that being said, hey, thank y'all so much for tuning in to this video. I told you it was going to be full of diamonds. Make sure that y'all subscribe to my channel by clicking my face icon and turn on the bell so you can be notified. If you ain't hearing my notifications come up on your phone, your bell ain't turned on. All right. Turn that bell on and check out one of these other videos right here if you like this video I just made. I'll see y'all on the other side. Peace.